Dear students, we are now going to discuss about collision theory of reaction rates. This is one of the earlier theory to explain the reaction rates. According to the collision theory or classical collision theory, the rate of the chemical reaction is directly proportional to the number of collisions between the molecules. If there are more number of collisions, then the rate of the reaction is said to be proportionately increasing. If there are more number of collisions, the rate of the reaction is very high. So accordingly, rate of the reaction is directly proportional to number of colliding molecules. The rate of the reaction is directly proportional to number of colliding molecules. So this collisions, number of collision, again depends on the number of molecules. Say if there are two molecules A and B, one molecule is A, another molecule is B, then the number of collisions, possible collisions between these two molecules is 1 and other is 2. So A can collide with B and B can collide with A. So the total possible collisions in this case is 2. There are only 2 possible collisions. So if the number of molecules increases, say for example, if I have A and A, that is 2 molecules of A and 2 molecules of B, then the number of possible collisions is 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So A can collide with B by one molecule of A can collide with 2 molecules of B. Again this A molecule can collide with B. So there are 4 possible collisions between A and B. Similarly, B can collide with A and B can another B can collide with another B molecule. So there are 4 plus 4, 8 possible collisions. Okay. Suppose if you take 4 molecules of A and 4 molecules of B, okay, then A can collide with B, the first molecule can collide with B, 4 possibilities. Similarly, this can collide. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, this can collide with 9, 10, 11 and 12. Similarly, this can collide 13, 14, 15 and 16. So A can collide by 16 probable ways. A can collide with B in 16 probable ways. Similarly, B can collide with A, 4 molecules of A. 4 molecules of B can collide with 4 molecules of A with 16 probable ways. So what we are seeing is, as the number of molecules increases, so when there are only one A and B, there are 2 possible ways of collision. When there are 2 molecules of A and 2 molecules of B, there are 4 possible ways of collisions between the molecules. If there are 4 molecules of A and 4 molecules of B, there are 16 probable ways of collision between the molecules. So this means to say that the reacting molecules, the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the number of possible collisions between the molecules. That is, dx by dt, rate of the reaction, is directly proportional to n squared. So if there are n molecules of A and n molecules of B is there, then n and n. So I have n squared possible collisions. Okay. Then now let us take the rate of the reaction between the reacting molecules dx by dt according to say according to Arrhenius equation, rate k is equal to a into e power minus ea by rt. Say k is equal to a z, or I can simply now write this frequency factor z e power e by minus e by rt. Okay. So now compare these two equations, compare these two rate equations, dx by dt according to Arrhenius theory, according to Arrhenius equation, and dx by dt according to the collision theory. So now we can write rate k is equal to n squared, that is, if you write this, n squared is equal to z e power minus e by rt. Okay, or I can write this k is equal to n squared equal to z e power minus e by rt. So now I can write this k is equal to z by n squared e power minus e by rt. Can I write this way? K is equal to z by n squared e power minus ea by rt. Okay, so this term z, okay, you can call this as a probability, I mean a collision frequency, okay, factor, which can be written according to simple gaseous theory, simple kinetic theory of gases. Z can be written as 4 sigma square n square into pi rt by m whole power 1 by 2. So Z is equal to 4n squared sigma squared pi rt by m whole power 1 by 2. Okay. So if I now substitute Z in this place, substitute Z in rate equation k. Say this as equation 1 and this as equation 2 and this as equation 3. Substitute Z in equation 3. So if I substitute, equation changes. Rate constant k is equal to 4n squared sigma squared pi rt by m whole power 1 by 2. Okay, e power minus e by rt, and n squared is, instead of z I put this 4n squared sigma squared pi rt by m whole power 1 by 2 divided by n squared. So n squared gets cancelled. So as a result, this becomes 4 sigma squared pi rt by m to the power 1 by 2 into e power minus e by rt. So now we have derived a rate equation. How we have derived? Arrhythmic equation where this entire term 4 sigma square pi RT by m whole power 1 by 2 can be taken as Ez, capital Ez, 4 sigma square pi RT by capital M to the power 1 by 2. Okay, this is called, Z is called collision number. That is called a collision number. Okay, so if this is the collision number for reaction between similar molecules. Say for example A reacting with or colliding with A. Okay, so similar reaction between similar molecules, Z is equal to 4 sigma squared pi RT by M to the power 1 by 2. Okay, so this value is called collision number. Okay, so now rate constant K is equal to 4 sigma squared pi RT by M 1 by power 1 by 2 e power minus E by R. So I can now write this equation. Okay, K is equal to capital Z, the entire term, into e power minus E by RT. So this is a simple collision theory, okay, which is explaining you the reaction rate. Okay. Now what is the test for a simple collision theory? What is the proof that this simple collision theory works? Okay, so this is verified on certain reactions. Say for example, decomposition of hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide decomposes to give H2 and I2. So two similar molecules of hydrogen iodide decomposes to give you hydrogen and iodine. Okay, so for this reactions, when it is carried at say 556 degree Kelvin, okay, the experimental reaction rate for this is 3.5 into 10 power minus 7, 3.5 into 10 power minus 7 moles per liter per second. Okay, whereas for the theoretical calculation, the reaction rate where E energy of activation for this is 4400 calories per mole, R is equal to 1.98 approximately 2 calories per mole, and T, which is 556 Kelvin. Collision diameter sigma is 3.5 in 10 power minus 8 centimeter. Okay, so in this case, upon substituting all this formula into this equation, okay, the rate of the reaction is 5.4. Theoretical is 5.4 in 10 power minus 7. 10 power minus 7 moles per liter per second. So the theoretical value of reaction rate is in close agreement with the calculated or experimental value of reaction rate. Okay, so this shows that the collision theory works very well for simple bimolecular reactions. Okay, what are the limitations of the collision theory? Yes, there are certain limitations to simple collision theory, or there are certain reactions in which the collision theory could not explain. The collision theory has met failure. The collision theory failed to explain certain reactions Say, for example, polymerization reactions. Okay, polymerization reaction of butadiene, where the theoretical rate greatly differed with the experimental rate. And in the bimolecular polymerization of ethylene to polyethylene, where the reaction rate is enormously differ between theoretical and experimental calculations. And in the fast reactions, the collision theory cannot explain the why the reactions are much faster than the normal. Okay, so the collision theory failed in the case of certain polymerization reaction and fast reactions or chain reactions. Okay, so these are the failures of a collision theory, and because of this, the collision theory need some corrections. So the collision theory need to be modified. So what are the modifications done later? Okay, so what are the corrections? What are the corrections or modifications needed for in the classical collision theory? Okay, to convert it into a modified collision theory. So the corrections are: one, not all collisions lead to chemical reaction. Not all collisions lead to collision reaction. So not all the collisions will lead to chemical reactions. Only there are certain collisions which can lead to a chemical reaction. Okay. So what are those collisions? So the colliding molecule. So what are the conditions for a molecule to give effective collision? In the sense, the collision that leads to a product formation. Okay. So what are the effective collisions? So effective collision is the molecule must collide with the appropriate speed. The first factor is the molecule with appropriate speed, in the sense the molecule with definite or appropriate kinetic energy. Okay, so only those molecules which possess definite kinetic energy, say for example EA, I can say only those molecules with definite kinetic energy can lead to effective collisions. So I can give you a simple example. Assume there are two vehicles which are traveling in the opposite direction, okay, and meets, okay, and leads to an accident. When the accident will be more severe, say if the two molecules are traveling at 20 km speed and then slowly reduces its speed, and then when it collides with 2 kilometers per speed, okay, then these collisions are not effective. So the damage to the vehicles or to the passenger will not be severe. Maybe the collision or the accident will result with mild scratches in the vehicle. So no part of the vehicle or passengers will meet with a severe damage. Okay, so therefore this accident with two vehicles meeting with a lesser speed, okay, do not result in any damage. So if the accident is to be very severe, then 2 kilometers, assume the two vehicles traveling by 100 kilometers per hour, okay, and then without reducing the speed, the two vehicles collides or bombards. Then imagine the situation, then the two vehicles will be disfigured, the two vehicles will be entirely damaged, and the passengers will meet with a severe injury or threat to life. Okay, so in this case, the two vehicles approached with the enormous speed, okay, or appropriate speed or enormous speed, then the accident is said to be a very severe and it will be a big news. It will be a headline in the news. Okay, in the previous case, though it is an accident, the collision is not effective. Okay, it is not a news. It is not something very it is not a very something very important news. Okay, whereas the two vehicles collide with a great speed, then it's become a big news. Okay, so similarly, if two molecules approach with a greater speed, with a greater kinetic energy, then what happens? The bonds between the reactants will be broken away. Okay, possibly the new bonds among the reactants will be formed. It leads to formation of the product. So therefore, for collision to be very effective, then the reacting molecule must undergo collision with appropriate speed. Okay, say with threshold energy, appropriate threshold energy, or with appropriate energy of activation. Only those molecules can cross the reaction barrier and give you the product. Okay, so first condition is the speed. Second condition is the direction of collision. Direction of collision. Okay, say the two molecules are colliding exactly at 180 degree centigrade, 180 degree. Okay, then the collision will be very effective. Say these two molecules are colliding, okay, with the same speed, but the direction is slightly different. Okay, so in this case, the collisions do not result. There is no collision. Okay, so this won't give you any product. Okay, so the direction of collision, orientation of the molecule is another important factor in deciding the reaction rate. Okay, and number 3 is, according to simple collision theory, according to the gaseous theory of molecule, there are 10 power 23 molecules per liter, number of moles per liter. This 10 power 23 molecules will be available per liter. So therefore, if all the molecule meets this collision, if all the molecule collides, okay, then the reaction should go at 10 power 23 or something very great. So explosive rate, the reaction must go at explosive rate. All gaseous reaction must go at explosive rate, but practically not all the gaseous reaction go at explosive rate. So therefore, what we understand is that the collision theory laid down some conditions resulting in a modified collision theory, stating that though there are collisions between the molecule, only those molecules which approach with a definite kinetic energy, appropriate kinetic energy, and right angle of orientation between collisions, between the molecules, that way can only give you the product. Other cannot give you the product. So as a result of this, the collision theory has made a slight change, okay, resulting in a modified collision theory. According to the earlier collision theory is Z e power minus EA by RT. Okay, so according to modified collision theory, we introduce a factor P Z e power EA by RT. The P is the probability factor. P is the probability factor. Okay, so now probable collisions, result say about explaining about the number of probable collisions between the molecule. Okay, so the modified collision theory introduces this term. Okay, P, K equal to P Z EA by RT. Okay, So what is the difficulty or weakness of this again modified collision theory? Again, the modified collision theory meets with certain limitations or difficulties. Say in the case of a reversible reaction, say x plus y reacts to give you products. Okay, so the forward rate of the forward reaction is K1 and rate of the backward reaction, rate constant of the backward reaction is K2. Okay, so rate of the forward reaction K1 is equal to P1 Z1 e power minus E1 by RT. So for backward reaction K2 is equal to P2 Z2 e power minus E2 by RT. Okay, at equilibrium, capital K is equal to K1 by K2 is equal to P1 Z1 e power minus E1 by RT divided by P2 Z2 e power minus E2 by RT. So as a result of this, I can write this equation as P1 Z1 by P2 Z2 e power minus E1 E2 whole divided by RT. Okay, so this term I can write this E1 minus E2 as an energy equation, or this can be taken as a free energy of a reaction, delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S. If I have minus delta G, then this become minus delta H. Okay, or you can put this if you multiply by minus T delta S minus delta H. You can write T delta S minus delta H. Minus delta H. So if you substitute this equation here, okay, what will happen? So equation become P1 Z1 by P2 Z2 e power minus of T delta S minus delta H whole divided by RT. Okay, so minus G becomes this one. So I substitute entire minus, so this minus will be gone away. Okay, so now this equation becomes equal to P1 Z1 by P2 Z2 e power delta S T delta S by RT into e power minus delta H by RT. So T and T will be cancelled. Equation becomes P1 Z1 by P2 Z2 e power delta S by R into e power minus delta H by RT. Okay, so the equation changed this form. So ultimately the rate equilibrium constant, or rate equation consists of terms like entropy and enthalpy. The equation consists of enthalpy and entropy term. Okay, so this is the difficulty with the modified collision theory for reversible reaction, where the theory cannot explain the entropy and enthalpy terms. Okay, classical collision theory or modified collision theory cannot explain you the involvement of enthalpy and entropy term, thermodynamic terms. Okay, so this is a difficulty with the modified collision theory. So therefore the new theory has arrived. This is again the weakness of the collision theory. Okay, so the new theory has arrived to explain the involvement of thermodynamic term, enthalpy and entropy, so which we call it as a absolute reaction rate theory, or ARRT theory. Okay, so which I will explain you in the next class. So this class we have explained you what is the collision theory. Okay, how to derivation of the rate equation to collision theory, test for the simple collision theory, then the weakness of the collision theory, then modified collision theory, again failure or weakness of the modified limitation of the modified collision theory. So all these things we have learned this class, and let us now continue our discussion in the next class. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment box. Thank you.